Welcome to the Axiom. New file detected. Launching file.
Chapter 3, The Fury.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that?
Broken, come on, man. Is he just gonna be crying the entire route? Wow, okay. Oh, listen to that music. Oh my gosh. And is that like, what is this? What is this environment?
I think he's upset.
Probably. He sounds like it.
And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god.
Heck yeah, Stubborn. Welcome back. You've never steered me wrong before.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was and ever will be.
Don't say that.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed.
You did get us killed, actually. Well, not really.
You're being too generous. He did get us killed.
Yeah.
Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions.
Holy crap, this music. What is this?
Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path...
We're clearly not in the woods.
If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it?
Yeah. What are we actually standing on?
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
We have been. It feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice. If we hit this point of no return you mentioned, what happens? No matter what happens next, it seems like our answer is okay. Suddenly proceed to the cabin. Very interesting. It sounds like the ground is boiling. It feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really gotten a say in things.
You tried to make us stab ourselves.
What a crock of shit. Yeah, you stabbed us last time. Repeatedly. It didn't even work. It doesn't count. We died. If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
Well, now the voices in me are, like, fighting, so that's not a good sign.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me. To her. Aside from our sulking friend, I don't think we have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever gonna change.
Thanks, Hero. It has changed. It has changed. Don't jinx it.
Second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
Thanks, Stubborn. If we hit this point of no return you mentioned, then what happens?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
I mean, I knew that, but I wanted to hear you say it.
Yeah, but is there something after the end?
What would there be?
How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there.
That's fair.
It doesn't matter because we're going to win.
Heck yes.
Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely fine.
Okay. Yeah, we got this. No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well see this through. I love this music. And also he didn't get the chance to, like, so is the ground beneath us like just boiling flesh? All right, proceed to the cabin.
Good, we're all on the same page.
Oh boy.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
Why does this look like a head? Is the princess under the cabin? I hope not. All right, yeah, we're gonna go end her.
That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
Okay. Very true.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
No. We're not going that route.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now, and you're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Exactly. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
But what is this?
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
That's gross.
That's horrible.
It is pretty horrible. And look at that, all the blood seeping in down the thing.
You did this.
You did this.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
We're taking that blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's that mirror again. And this time, I'm gonna save, just in case. It's that mirror again. And this time it's blocking the door.
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement. Just to tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting, and if you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same. No more messing around.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say exactly?
He thinks we've lost it, that we're succumbing to madness, that something in us has broken.
Well, I mean...
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I won't waste time arguing with any of you.
Okay.
It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Yeah. We're gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And we need a weapon because we are going to slay the princess.
Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Damn right. Alright, let's approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange.
Yeah, we don't. We just see a mirror.
It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Listen to that electric guitar.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it. Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it! Let's get violent already. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Very true, very true. Let's just wipe the mirror
Reach
clean.
forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement.
There we go.
As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Alright, let's do this.
Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness.
I hope it's not just a pit of meat. That'd be kind of gross. Although, like, did we, like, is it, like, a growth? Did meat start, like, growing out of her wounds or something?
The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
Yeah, so that is like, all that kind of sounds like an abusive relationship.
The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Probably.
Her voice, a bellowing rage,
Oh,
roars
boy.
up the stairs.
How is it? How are you doing?
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
Maybe.
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
Well, let's not.
See how you've soured my once divine melody.
Is that why it's all like synths and electric guitars? Because I've soured her divine melody? Is that why it sounds so much more... Well, I mean, it's the Fury, so that's why it sounds so much more aggressive. But is that why it's all electric instruments now?
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
Broken? Shush.
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination, and we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Alright.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
I don't know. I mean, like, that's kind of what I was saying. Like, we met violence with violence.
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying, and we've got the means to do it, so let's get a move on. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important.
Okay, yeah, good point. Continue down the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Alright, let's see her.
The chamber's walls are painted
Oh my.
in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
Is that all versions of me?
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin.
Ew.
Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
That's really gross.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Nothing. Because I am more powerful than you, or at least your equal.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh.
Alright. What are you gonna do?
And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears.
Ugh.
It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
That's really gross.
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Oh boy. Oh my. Well then.
Her ending. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Yeah, this is definitely like gaslighting and like abuse. Like on one hand, you think like you deserve it, like this is just what you are, but on the other hand, you know it has to stop. Yeah.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
I mean, her heart is exposed. Alright. What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for what I did to you. Please just listen to me. I'm going to end you. Slay the princess, or let her end you. These all, just like with the gray, these all feel like variations of the same thing. Like, she's not going to listen. She is angry. If I click any of these, it might as well be this. Because, like, the best option would be to leave, but, like, she's not going to listen to us. She can't change who she can't change. But then again, she's definitely not going to change if I meet it with more violence. Did I save? Yes. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to not talk, and I'm just going to meet her with more violence. And see what happens. Because just to experiment, because I have a funny feeling that if I come out of this, maybe this can be one of the things that'll help me get the pristine ending whenever I decide to do that. So I'm gonna say, I'm going to end you.
You'll
Play
try.
the princess.
And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
See, that's what I don't. Well, I guess that's what I'm succumbing to. The cycle of violence again.
Your heart full of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow.
Okay. You sound like something's about to go wrong.
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
All right.
With a
Stubborn, Kira,
horrifying
you with me?
Squelch, you are unwound.
What does that mean? What? What? That's gross.
No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that.
That's our stuff. That's our intestines and that's our insides. She can't put them on the outside.
She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
Well, that's kind of anticlimactic. And just gross.
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive. Even in her defilement, she is merciful.
Okay then. Well, Broken, did you cause this?
We're not out for the count just yet.
I have a feeling we might be. You damn cheater, give me my insides back. I killed you last time, I swear on everything, and I'm going to find a way to kill you again. I only killed you last time because you were going to end the world. We can talk ourselves back from this ledge. I'm sorry for what I did to you, but you did horrible things to me. Where is all of this supposed to end? We can't just keep killing each other forever. There's no time this is no time for words. Step forward and engage your enemy. Huh. So I know I just talked about like the cycle of violence, and like I know in Adversary I pursued that route to the end, perpetuating the cycle of violence, killing each other over and over. And in the previous dialogue option I even said like we like she just wants to hurt me, I guess. And now like I'm hurting her. The previous options sounded like we were like, you know, like apologizing for what we had done, and I don't know. It didn't sound like she would listen to the previous options. Here, maybe she would. So, I've saved. And I think I'm going to say, where is all of this supposed to end? We can't keep killing each other forever. I'm going to do the opposite of what I did with the adversary, and I want to experiment with trying to end the cycle of violence here. Or rather, see, like, I could miss out on the red option, but I don't know if this route has a red option at the end. So I guess, which option do I want to experiment with? Do I want to experiment with trying to end the cycle of violence, or do I want to experiment with seeing if I can overpower her here? You know what? I think, rather than experiment for the sake of trying to find options for the future, I think I want to engage with the roleplay. If I'm right about this symbolizing an abusive relationship, I would not want to, like, continue the cycle of violence. It is not important to me that it wouldn't be important for me to overpower her. It wouldn't be important for me to, like, prove to her that I'm right, or have her feel how she made me feel. Like, that is not, no matter how justified I would be in that. In the end, the best thing to do would be to try to talk and then leave. So, in the spirit of experimenting and engaging with the role play options, and I do have it saved so I can go back if I want to, I'm going to say, where is all of this supposed to end? We can't just keep killing each other forever.
But the words don't leave your metaphorical mouth. Instead, all that leaves you is a wet and horrible gurgling as tissue vibrates out of place.
Okay then, cool.
Our metaphorical mouth.
You don't have the means to speak anymore, do you? How tragic.
Alright, cool.
It is tragic, though, isn't it? I'm not satisfied dividing fear and indignation from your eyes alone. A quivering mound of flesh is no companion.
Is that what you want? A companion?
She snaps her fingers, and the basic form of a vocal system assembles before you.
Okay.
Now, little bird, what was it you wanted to tell me?
What's your end game here? Are we supposed to keep torturing each other forever?
Your defiance robbed me of my end game. You desecrated my divine spirit and plunged me into your realm of flesh. The only thing left for me is your torment.
Ew, is that my mouth? That's kind of gross. That's really gross, actually.
Just submit already. What is there left for us to do?
Walk away. Oh. I don't have a choice. Well, in that case, I'm going to seize control of my broken body and lay waste to my foe.
Skin flayed and organs flapping, you charge towards the princess.
Yeah. I'm definitely not submitting.
That's right. She'll never stop us.
Never.
Still you defy your god. I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before. Never again.
And what are you going to do about it?
You swing for her heart. What's left of you explodes.
Okay then. Well.
So that's it. It's over. Just like that.
I guess. I was wondering if that was all different versions of me.
Of course it's over. It's been over since the very first moment we laid eyes on her.
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will live in that single tone forever.
Okay.
No! No! It's not over! We're a god killer! We've returned from death itself twice!
We have.
Didn't you hear her? We're not dead.
What's the difference?
The difference is we can't go back.
From many perspectives, there isn't one, but functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is massive. You are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room, yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in, incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state is the only thing you can currently do.
Wow.
You are preserved, perfectly, in the amber of her torment.
So what you're saying is in order to stop, we need to stop perceiving ourselves.
We're more than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another.
Exactly. How are we supposed to lose this one? I can't do anything right now. She's not letting me. She's going to get worse. She gets worse every time we get to a new cabin. I'm going to try to shed this vessel for the next.
Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die here, the world is doomed.
And how are we supposed to... What? But you do die. There's a great release as you lose your grip on what's left of your flesh and blood. And yet, you are still here.
Your Honor, where the hell are you? Are you already at the Princess?
Interesting.
This place is different. Rotten. Death all around us. I want to go back.
But what are we?
So you've returned already, and I remain here. Is this our final destination?
What is this?
The Princess tilts her head to look at you, and with a gesture, you are unwound.
Yep.
Again? Already?
Yep.
Clearly, I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
And?
You know what to do. Again.
Thanks, stubborn. Die again. Again, you relinquish your body, and again you find yourself here, but somewhere else.
Your Honor,
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Hey, Smitten.
You, guy who describes things, you better start saying what we do this time.
and what are you doing?
Attacking her, obviously.
Okay, let's do it, yeah.
Right. You charge towards the Princess and...
We're unwound.
There is no spark in you, only matter devoid of life.
That's not true.
you explode.
Okay.
Again.
Yes, again and again and again. I did end up perpetrating the cycle of violence, although, like, I'm not even doing violence anymore. It's just her making me explode over and over. And again. You let yourself go, and you are living once more.
You're on a path. We are not on a fucking path. I have no idea where we are.
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
Exactly.
So you are. Okay, you dive towards the princess and we're unwound?
Yup.
Yes, her head swivels creakily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body unravels with blinding pain.
Okay, cool. Again.
Again.
Yep. Again. You have no body. You exist. You are reborn.
Your Honor,
No time. You narrate now.
Me?
Yes, of course. Pristine blade grasped firmly in your hands, you fly towards the princess before she can turn to face you.
Okay.
We might actually do it this time.
Heck yeah, we have no body.
I can feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
As many times as it takes.
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then organs, then nerves lay bare and screaming as the rest of you is stripped of substance.
Okay.
Oh, boo-hoo. It's just a body.
But we weren't a body. We just existed.
It just needs to last long enough to sink this blade into her heart.
Yes.
It doesn't last. You are disintegrated. Everything goes dark.
But there is no you to die. Oh, interesting.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void that dared to dream it was alive.
And that's what... But that is something.
That feels right.
Yeah. But that is still something.
If we're nothing, then why are we still here?
Exactly.
Because we always have been.
We're the
If we're
long
nothing,
quiet.
then how can we do anything?
This is such an interesting turn of...
The same way we always have. Being nothing has never stopped us. Now end this. End her.
This is such an interesting turn.
You cannot win if you cannot be.
But I am. End this. A force races towards the princess's exposed heart. Threads of texture pulled from an all-encompassing nothing. Oh, is that it?
How? I've scattered the atoms you clung to and there was nothing there to find. You can't exist.
But nothing does exist. And that's the paradox, isn't it? The threads pierce her heart and cradle her spirit.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
Interesting.
She sounds genuine.
It's too late for that now, isn't it?
They always do in the end.
That's sad.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
Why are you asking me? Well, I finally got her to understand me, I guess. You do not get the chance to respond. Quantum Beak. Find the means to triumph over an angel scorned.
Upload successful. Click here to view previous files. Have a pleasant day.